Hey everyone, Swasa Plate Luipa Geta, it's your Islander girl here coming to you live again. And I'm here with my gratitude challenge. So this month is today is first day of September. It's beginning of a new season as well, spring. I'm super grateful for all the blessings and challenges that August has given to me. So this month, for the new month, I'm looking forward to more blessings this month and more challenges that I want to challenge myself with. So today I will be starting the um, 28 days Go Live challenge. Today is just the introduction of the book, The Magic. If you follow through, I've been doing this for some time now, and every other month I do that. So this month is the month that I chose to challenge myself and all my followers, Facebook friends, and families as well. And so go with me, challenge yourself as well. Gratitude is something is a part of life. So if started challenging me yet, this month will be a really good time to challenge yourself, as well as me, because I'm not perfect. Um, Sometimes I overlook gratitude, but gratitude is the way of life. So today, starting with the introduction, I will be reading to you. Do you believe in magic? A great mystery is revealed. Bring the magic into your life, and a magical book. So it's a bit long, but bear with me. So follow through if you are watching this replay as well. Thank you. Thank you for this. And this is the book that has really helped me see the world differently from others. And one of the things in this online business and journey is this is the book that we start off with by challenging ourselves. And it's written by Rhonda Berg. We always give this to our business owners, our new business owners, as a way of thank you for starting their own journey. So let's go ahead. Do you believe in magic? Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Roald Dahl, a writer. Remember when you were a child, you looked at life in total wonder and awe. Life has magical and exciting, and the smallest things were utterly thrilling to you. You were fascinated by the frost on the grass, a butterfly filter, filtering through the air, or any strange leaf or rock on the ground. You were full of excitement when you lost a tooth, because it meant the tooth fairy would be coming that night, and you would count down the days so that magical nights of Christmas, to that magical day, the night of Christmas. Even though you had no idea how Santa Claus could get to every child in the world in one night, somehow he did it, and he never let you down. Reindeer could fly. There were fairies in the garden. Pets were like people. Toys had personalities. Dreams came true, and you could touch the stars. Your heart was full of joy. Your imagination knew no limits, and you believed that life was magical. And that I exactly see it in my 5-year-old. My son, he thinks, and that's how we're supposed to see life, that everything is magical. Whatever he desires happens, whatever he believes in happens. There is an exquisite feeling many of us had as children, that everything is good, that every day promises more excitement and adventure, and that nothing could ever toll our joy for the magic of it all. But somehow, as we grew into adults, responsibilities, problems, and difficulties took their toll on us. We became disillusioned, and the magic we once believed in as children faded and disappeared. It's one of the reasons why, as adults, we love to be around children so that we can experience that feeling we once had, even if it's just for a moment. So, do you know why we are, love to be around children? We want to experience being a child again and being there because they're so innocent, and that's how we're supposed to be, um, living life. Don't Life is not so serious. Don't leave it a serious thing, but always in days, try to find a child in you and enjoy those things. I am here to tell you that the magic you once believed in is true. And it's the disillusion's adult perspective of life that is false. The magic of life is real, and it's as real as you are. In fact, life can be far more wondrous than you ever thought it was as a child, and more breathtaking, or inspiring, and exciting than anything you've seen before. When you know that what to do to bring forth the magic, you will live the life of your dreams. Then you will wonder how you ever could have given up in believing in the magic of life. You may not see reindeer fly, but you will see the things you've always wanted appearing before your eyes. And you will see the things you've dreamt of for so long suddenly happening. You will never know exactly how everything weaved together for your dreams to come true, because magic works in the invisible realm, and that's the most thrilling part. Are you ready to experience the magic again? Are you ready to be filled with awe and wonder every day like you were a child? Get ready for the magic. Our adventure begins 2,000 years ago when life changing knowledge was hidden within a sacred text. A great mystery is revealed. The following passage comes from the Gospel of Matthew in the Holy Scriptures, and it has mystified, confused, and been misunderstood by many people over the centuries. Whoever has will be given more, and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken from him. Oi. You have to admit that when you read the passage, it appears unjust, as it seems to be saying that the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. But there's a riddle to be solved in this passage, a mystery to uncover, and when you know it, a new world will have opened up for you. The answer to the mystery that has eluded so many for centuries is in one hidden word: gratitude. So that's the word. If you start being grateful for what you already have now and what other people have done for you, you will see a lot of your dreams come true. Whoever has gratitude will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. By the revelation of one hidden word, a cryptic text is made crystal clear. 2,000 years have passed since those words were recorded, but they are as true as they ever were. If you don't take the time to be grateful, you will never have more. And what you do have, you will lose. And the promise of magic that will happen with gratitude is in the words, if you are grateful, you will be given more, and you will have an abundance. From the Quran, the promise of gratitude is equally emphatic. And remember when God proclaimed, "If you are grateful, I will give you more. But if you are ungrateful, verily my punishment is indeed severe." Mr. Oi, it doesn't matter what religion you follow or whether you are religious or not. Those words from the Holy Scriptures and the Quran apply to you and your life. They are describing a fundamental law of science and the universe. It's universal law. Gratitude operates through a universal law that governs your whole life, according to the law of attraction, which governs all the energy in our universe. From the formation of an atom to the moment of movement of the planets, like attracts like. It's because of the law of attraction that the cells of every living creature are held together, as well as the substance of every material object. In your life, the law operates on your thoughts and feelings because they are energy too. And whatever you think, whatever you feel, you attract to you. If you think, "I don't like my job, I haven't got enough money, I can't find my perfect partner, I can't pay my bills, I think I'm coming down with something, he or she doesn't appreciate me, I don't get along with my parents, my child is a problem, my life is a mess, or my marriage is in trouble," then you must attract more of those experiences. But if you think about what you're grateful for, like, "I love my job, my family is very supportive, I had the best vacation, I feel amazing today, I got the biggest tax refund ever," or "I had a great weekend camping with my son," and you sincerely feel gratitude, the law of attraction says you must attract more of those things into your life. It works in the same way as metal being drawn to a magnet. Your gratitude is magnetic. And the more gratitude you have, the more abundance your, you magnetize. It is universal law. You will have heard sayings like, "Whatever goes around comes around." You reap what you sow, and you get what you give. Well, all of those are describing the same law. And they are also describing a principle of the universe that the great scientist Sir Isaac Newton discovered. Newton's scientific discovery included the fundamental laws of motion in the universe, one of which says every action always has an opposite and equal reaction. When you apply the idea of gratitude to Newton's law, it says every action of giving thanks always causes an opposite reaction of receiving. And what you receive will always be equal to the amount of gratitude you've given. This means that the very action of gratitude sets off a reaction of receiving. And the more sincerely, the more deeply grateful you feel. In other words, the more gratitude you give, the more you will receive. The golden thread of gratitude. Dating back thousands and thousands of years to the earliest recordings of humankind, the power of gratitude was preached and practiced, and from this was passed on through the centuries. sweeping across the continent, permeating one civilization and culture to the next. The major religions of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Hinduism all have gratitude at their core. Mohammed said that gratitude for the abundance you've received is the best insurance that the abundance will continue. Buddha said that you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. Lao Tzu said that if you rejoice in the way you are, the whole world will belong to you. Krishna said whatever he is offered, he accepts with joy. King David spoke of giving thanks to the whole world for everything between the heavens and the earth. And Jesus said, thank you before he performed each miracle. From the Australian Aborigines to the African Maasais and Zulu, from the American Navajo, Shawnee and Cherokee to the Tahitians, Eskimo, and Maori, the practice of gratitude it is at the very root of most indigenous traditions, and we have it too. We have it in our Buka culture, where we do for every feast we have to do fire, and that fire is a way of saying thank you to our ancestors. Thank you for everyone that is working around that feast to be enjoyed and to be um, celebrated in a more peaceful and achievable way, satisfying, yeah, for everyone. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the morning light, for your life and strength. Give thanks for your food and the joy of living. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies with yourself. Tekose, 1768 to 1813, and he's a Native American leader. History is laden with famous figures who practice gratitude, and those achievements put them amongst the greatest human beings who have ever lived. Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., the Dalai Lama, Leonardo da Vinci, Plato, Shakespeare, Aesop, Blake, Emerson, Dickens, Proust, Descartes, Lincoln, Hume, Newton, Einstein, and many, many more. Albert Einstein's scientific discovery changed the way we see the universe, and when asked about his monumental achievement, he spoke only of giving thanks to others. One of the most brilliant myths of all the time thanked other people over 100 times a day for the work they had done. It is any wonder that so many of life's mysteries were revealed to Albert Einstein. It is any wonder that Albert Einstein made some of the greatest scientific discoveries in history. He practiced gratitude every single day in his life, and in return, he received many forms of abundance. When Isaac Newton was asked how he had achieved the scientific discoveries he made, he said that he stood on the shoulders of giants. Isaac Newton recently voted the greatest contributor to science and humankind, was also grateful for those men and women who lived before him. The scientists, the philosophers, the inventors, the discoverers, and the prophets who practiced gratitude reaped its result and almost were aware of its inherent power. Yet still, gratitude's power is unknown to most people today, because to experience the magic of gratitude in your life, you have to practice it. My discovery. So that's what the author is writing about. My story is a perfect example of what life is like when a person is ignorant of gratitude and what happens when you make gratitude a part of your life. If I had been asked 6 years ago if I was a grateful person, I would have answered yes, for sure. I am a grateful person. I say thank you. And when I receive a gift, when someone opens a door for me, or when a person does something for me, the truth is, I am not a grateful person at all. I didn't know what being grateful really meant. And just saying the words thank you for the odd occasion certainly didn't make me a grateful person. My life without gratitude was pretty challenging. I was in debt and it was increasing a little bit every month. I worked really hard, but my finances never improved. In trying to keep up with the mounting debts and obligations, I was living with a continuous undercurrent of stress. My relationship swung like a pendulum from the fair to disastrous because I never seemed to have enough time for each person. While I was what would be termed healthy, I felt exhausted at the end of each day, and I always got my fair share of colds and the latest illnesses going around each season. I had moments of happiness when I went out with friends or when I went on vacation, but then the reality of having to work harder to pay for those pleasures would sweep over me. I wasn't living, I was surviving from day to day, from paycheck to paycheck. And I would no sooner solve one life problem more than problems would appear. More problems would appear. But then something happened that would change everything in my life. From that day forward, I discovered a secret about life. And as a result of my discovery, one of the things I began to do was practice gratitude each day. As a result of this, everything in my life changed. And the more I practiced gratitude, the more miraculous were the results. My life truly became magical. For the first time in my life, I became debt free. And shortly after that, I had all the money I needed to do whatever I wanted. Problems in my relationship, work, and health disappeared. And instead of facing daily obstacles, my days became filled with one good thing after another. My health and energy increased dramatically, and I felt better than I had in my 20s. My relationship became more meaningful, and I enjoyed more good times with my family and friends in just a few months than I had in all the previous years. More than anything else, I felt happier than I thought it was possible to feel. I was blissfully happy, and the happiest I had ever been. Gratitude changed me, and my whole life magically changed. So, just with that, I just want to share a little experience of myself, how I started this digital business. So, if you go to my profile on my landing on my website, when you enter your name and email on my website, you will see a little story of how I started this business, and I always dedicate it to my dad, my late dad. So, this business, when I started it back in 2020, um, during that time it was lockdown, COVID, and all this. I always felt um, like my dad was in hospital at that time. He was in hospital, and I was with the thinking and thoughts about him. I was feeling sick myself. I used to feel sick, and the moment I lost him, I was like I was breaking down, right? I was in my lowest point. And one of the things, like during the lockdown, I couldn't go home. I couldn't, like, there's no flights to even go home and bid him farewell and all this. And then I started like having mentally, like, anyone who goes through that will resonate with me when you lose a loved one. But losing loved one who is closer to you is more like way better and easier. But for me, it was really hard because my dad is overseas at home and I'm here, and it's locked down and I can't do much. And I started seeing life differently. That's what I did. So I started not appreciating even my family, my boys, my husband. I just didn't want anyone to do anything with me while I was mourning. That, when you mourn your loved one. So I was doing it and I was breaking down and I started feeling sick. But the moment I started this business and I found this book, and this is a real testimony that I want to share with you. In our training, the first part of the training, you will go through that. If you have done your coaching call, after you paid your registration, we open the first part of your training, and that's the first thing you see here, the book, the magic book. So then it was locked down. We were working, children were studying from home, everything. I went to the training and I started looking at the training. I training after doing my coaching, called from my coach. Then I went to the training. As I was doing the training, I, I came across this book. That's how I learned about the gratitude. I may have practiced gratitude, but I didn't know exactly whether I was a grateful person or not. Also, I didn't have any money to start the business with. To be honest, I didn't have, because I was on maternity leave. I was at home. I was studying also that time, doing my nursing. I was still behind with fees. But the thing is, the best part is, I went to the training and I found this book and I went to buy. I actually ordered mine online because there was no shop. Um, there was no shop open. So I ordered mine online, so it arrived a day after, and I started doing this magic. I started doing the magic. I started, reading about it, and I thought, wow, this is actually a really good book. So lockdown, you're at home, nothing else, read. So I went to the back and I started reading this book. I started reading it, and then it just woke my brain. Like, I said, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Why am I so upset? I was questioning God, why you have to take my dad at this time? Like, it's locked down, it says and that, and you name it. All the question in the world, you talk to God. Anyway, when I read the magic, I started doing it every day, and then the moment I read it, I was like, wow, actually, instead of mourning my dad, let me be grateful for everything, for me choosing him to be my dad, for him doing everything for me since I was a child until now. So I turned that mourning and that feeling and negative, all the stress and fear and everything. And I started being grateful for I wrote down everything. And from that moment alone, my life changed. So I started seeing, okay, let me build this business and dedicate it to my late dad. So this is always my reminder. And it's amazing that whatever, if you're going through that, try to do this. You'll be amazed with if you change things into gratitude. Let's continue to the last page. Yeah. Bring the magic into your life. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what your current circumstances, the magic of gratitude will change your entire life. I have received letters from thousands of people in the worst imaginable situation who have changed their lives completely by practicing gratitude. I have seen miracles take place in health where there seemed to be no hope. I have seen marriages saved and broken relationships transform into magnificent relationships. I have seen those in total poverty become prosperous, and I have seen people in depression catapult into joyful and fulfilling lives. Gratitude can magically turn your relationship into joyful and meaningful relationships, no matter what state they are now in. Gratitude can miraculously make you more prosperous so that you have the money you need to do the things you want to do. I will it will increase your health and bring a level of happiness beyond what you've ever felt before. Gratitude will work its magic. To accelerate your career, increase success, and bring about your dream job or whatever it is you want to do. In fact, whatever it is that you want to be or do or have, gratitude is the way to receive it. The magical power of gratitude turns your life into gold. As you practice gratitude, you will understand why particular things in your life may have gone wrong and why certain things might be missing from your life. As your as you make gratitude a way of life, you will wake up each morning so excited to be alive. You will find yourself completely in love with life. Everything will seem effortless. You will feel as light as a feather and happier than you've ever felt before. While challenges may come, you will know how to overcome them and learn from them. Every day you will be magical. Every day you will be filled with far more magic than when you were a child. Is your life magical? It's a really good question. You can tell right now how much you have actually used gratitude in your life. Just take a look at all the major areas of your life: money, health, happiness, career, home, and relationships. The areas of your life that are abundant and wonderful are where you have used gratitude and are experiencing the magic as a result. Any areas that are not abundant and wonderful are due to a lack of gratitude. It's a simple fact. When you are not grateful, you cannot receive more in return. You've stopped the magic from continuing in your life. When you are not grateful, you stop the flow of better health, better relationship, more joy, more money, and the advancement of your job, career, or business. To receive, you have to give, and this is true. To receive, you must first give. It's the law. Gratitude is giving thanks, and without it, you cut yourself off from the magic and from receiving everything you want in life. The bottom line of ungratefulness is that when you are not grateful, we are taking things in our life for granted. When we take things for granted, we are unintentionally taking from ourselves. The law of attraction says that likes attracts likes. So if we take something for granted, we will be taken from as a result. Remember, whoever does not have gratitude, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. Most certainly, you have been grateful at various times in your life, but to see the magic and cause a radical change to your current circumstances, you have to practice gratitude and make it your new way of life. The magic formula: knowledge is treasure, but practice is the key to it. Ancient myths and legends say that to bring forth magic, a person must first say the magic words. Bringing forth magic from gratitude works in the same way, and first you must say the magic words, thank you. I cannot begin to tell you how important the words thank you are for your life. Yes?
It's taking so long.
It's taking so long. Okay, I'm nearly done. Come and say hi to everyone. Stan is waiting for mom to go out, so
Because we have to go to the laundromat.
we have to go to the laundromat. Okay, thank you. To live in gratitude, to experience the magic in your life, thank you. You must become the Thank you must become the two words you deliberately say and feel more than any other words. They need to become your identity. Thank you is the bridge from where you are now to the life of your dreams. The magic formula number one, deliberately think and say the magic words thank you. Number two, the more you deliberately think and say the magic words thank you, the more gratitude you feel. Number three, the more gratitude you deliberately think and feel, the more abundance you receive. Gratitude is a feeling. So the ultimate aim in practicing gratitude is to deliberately feel it as much as you can, because it's the force of your feeling that accelerates the magic in your life. So you have to feel it. When you're saying thank you, you have to really mean it from your heart. When you're saying thank you for something, feel it. Saying thank you to someone, look them in the eye and really mean it and say thank you. Newton's law is 1 for 1. What you give, you receive equally. That means that if you increase your feeling of gratitude, the results in your life will expand to be equal to your feeling. The truer the feeling, the more sincerely grateful you are, the faster your life will change. When you discover how little practice it takes, how easy it is to incorporate gratitude in your daily life, and when you see the magical results for yourself, you will never want to return to the life you used to live. If you practice gratitude a little, your life will change a little. If you practice gratitude a lot every day, your life will change dramatically and in ways that you can hardly imagine. Sorry, it's a bit long, but that's how the introduction is. So I've got the magical book. This is the book that I'll be doing. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not the utter words, but to live by them. John F. Kennedy. In this book, there are 28 days magical practice that have been specifically designed so that you learn how to use gratitude's magical power to revolutionize your health, money, job, and relationships, and to make your smallest desires and your biggest dreams come true. You will also learn how to practice gratitude to solve problems and transform any negative situation. You will be captivated while you read this life changing knowledge. But without practicing what you learn, the knowledge will slip through your fingers, and the opportunity that you attracted to easily change your life will be gone. To ensure this doesn't happen to you, you need to practice gratitude over 28 days so that you impregnate your cells and your subconscious mind with it. Only then it will change your life permanently. The practices are designed to be completed over 28 consecutive days. So why 28? 28, when you practice something in 28 days, it becomes part of your life. It's like exercise. If you exercise for 28 days, it's instilled in you. You will continue doing it because it's in your subconscious mind already. You don't need someone else to remind you, or you don't need all this. So that is why 28 days are very, very vital. This allows you to make gratitude a habit and a new way of life. Practicing gratitude in a concentrated effort over consecutive days guarantees that you will see the magic take place in your life and fast. Within each magical practice is a wealth of secret teachings that will expand your knowledge in tremendous ways. In each practice, you will understand more and more about how life works and how easy it is to have the life you dreamt of. The first 12 practices use the magical power of gratitude for what you have now and for what you've received in the past. Because unless you're grateful for what you have and what you've received, the magic won't work and you won't receive more. These first 12 practices will set the magic of gratitude into motion immediately. The next 10 practices use the magical power of gratitude for your desires, dreams, and everything you want. Through these 10 practices, you will be able to make your dreams come true, and you will see the circumstances of your life magically change. The last 6 practice takes you to a whole new level where you will be saturating gratitude into every cell of your body and mind. You will learn how to use gratitude's magical power to help other people, they solve problems and improve any negative situation or circumstance you may encounter throughout your life. You don't need to clear your calendar because each of the practices have been specifically created to fit into your everyday life. And whether it's work days or weekends or holidays or vacations, gratitude is portable. You take it with you wherever you go. And then wherever you go, the magic happens. If you miss a day, you will most likely lose the momentum of what you have done. To ensure that you don't reduce the magic, if you miss a day, count back 3 days back and repeat the magic practice again from there. Some practices are designed for the morning, and others are designed to do throughout the day. And to read each practices first thing in the morning. Some practices will need to be read the night before because they begin when you wake. And I will tell you when to do this. You might want to read the next practices every night before you go to sleep in order to prepare. If you do, make sure to reread the practice again in the morning. If you don't want to follow the 28 days practices consecutively, you can also use them in other ways. You could choose one magical practice that addresses an important subject in your life that you want to change or improve. And you could do that practice 3 days in a row or every day for a week. Or you could do one magic practice a week or 2 practices a day. The only differences being that it will take you longer to see the changes in your life. After the 28 days, once you've completed the 28 magical practices, you can use particular practices to increase the magic way or when you have a specific need, such as for health or money, or if you want to receive your dream job, or have increased success in your work, or improve a relationship. Or to continue the practice of gratitude, you can open this book at random, and whichever practice you open to is the one you are attracted to. So it's the perfect one to do that day. I'm laughing because one of my friends came to the house and I gave him this. I introduced the magic to him, and he randomly opened the book, and and if he's watching me, if I know you are watching me, so he can watch me. He's my colleague, and he opened the book randomly, and he found the exact part that he was having. Um, he needed to improve, and he came and showed to me, see, Alberta, this is exactly my life that I need to improve. And it was true because that's what he thought about, and it attracts you to that page. So when you randomly open it, you will find that book, that part. At the end of the 28 days practices, there are also recommendations of practices you can use in a combination, which will accelerate the magic in a specific areas of your life. Can you overdo gratitude? Never. Can your life become too magical? Hardly. Use the practices over and over so that gratitude seeps into your consciousness and becomes a second nature to you. After 28 days, you will have rewired your brain and implanted gratitude in your subconscious mind, where it is automatically the first thing that comes to your mind in any situation. The magic you experience will be your inspiration because as you incorporate gratitude into your days, there will be nothing short of spectacular. What are your dreams? Many of the magical practices are designed to help you achieve your dreams. Therefore, you need to get clear about what you really want. Sit down with a computer or pen and paper and make a list of what you really want in the area of your life. Okay, one more minute. Thank you, Stan. Stan is impatient. Think through every detail of what you want to be or do or have in your life. In your relationship, career, finances, health, and every area that is important to you. You can be as specific and detailed as you like. But remember, your job is simply to list what you want, not how you are going to get what you want. The how will be done for you. And when gratitude works, it's magic. If you want a better job or your dream job, then think about everything you want the job to be. Think about the things that are important to you, such as the type of work you want to do, how you want to feel in your job, the type of company you want to work for, the kind of people you want to work with, the hours you want to work, and where you want your job to be, and the salary you want to receive. Get very clear about what you want the job by thinking it through thoroughly and writing all the details down. If you want money to educate your children, work out the details of their education, introducing which school you want your children to attend, the cost of the school fees, books, food, clothing, and transportation, so that you know exactly how much money you will need. If you want to travel, then write down the details of the country you want to visit, how long you want to travel for, and what you want to see or do, where you want to stay, and the means by which you want to travel. If you want a perfect partner, then write down every detail of the characteristics you want that person to have. If you want improved relationships, write down the relationships you want to improve and what you want them to be like. If you want more health or improved bodily condition, be specific about what ways you want to improve your health and body. If you want a dream home, then list every detail of you want the home to be room by room. If there are specific material things you want like a car, clothes or appliances, write them down. If you want to achieve something such as passing an exam, getting a degree, a goal in sport, succeeding as a musician, doctor, writer, actor, scientist, or business person, or whatever it is you would like to achieve, write it down to be specific as possible. I would strongly urge you to find the time to maintain a list of dreams throughout your life. Write down the little things, the big things, and what you want this moment, this month, or this year. As you think of more things, add them to the list. And as you receive things, cross them off the list. An easy way to do a list of what you want is to divide it into categories of health and body, career and work, money, relationships, personal desires, material things, and then you add the things you want each in each category. When you get clear about the things you want, you are given a definite direction to the way you want gratitude's magical power to change your life. And you are ready to begin the most exciting and thrilling adventure you've ever been on. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was long, but that's the introduction is always long to go through that. So tomorrow I'll be starting with my day one, and it will be shorter than today. But thank you so much for your time to those that are watching this live, those that will be watching this replay as well. Thank you for your time as well. I hope you learned something and you will be following with me through the next 28 days. Experience it. We've experienced it, we've done it, and that is why I love to remind myself to do a gratitude challenge, to challenge myself again. So many things have changed within me. Gratitude is a part of me because it's recorded in my subconscious mind. So when you do that challenge over the 28 days, it will, be recorded. No one needs to remind you, but every time you come across a situation or challenge, you will take the good in that thing, whatever it is, with gratitude. So that's how it is, because everything, it doesn't happen by accident. There's a reason behind that thing. You pick up the good and move forward. So that was it. Thank you so much. I will see you guys on the inside. I have to go now. Stan is very, very impatient to go out. So I'll see you guys on the inside. Yeah. I just want to really give a shout out while I was doing my gratitude challenge, and I'm live streaming on Mr. Sukaliana's page as well as my YouTube, Islander Girl and Alberta Sukaliana. While I was doing the gratitude, I just got a business blessing. I got a notification. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. I congratulate myself, and that's one of the amazing things about doing gratitude. And while I'm reading it, the blessing keeps coming in my business. So I received a business blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I'm really grateful and humbled that this actually works. So for you, if you want something, do it. No one else will do it for you. It's you, and you have to feel it down deep within you. With that, see you on the inside. Good afternoon and blessed weekend ahead. Bye.